What's up and welcome to Football Everyday, coming to you from the studios of Menara Star in conjunction with the 2014 FIFA World Cup. From my jersey, I'm sure you can tell who I'll be rooting for to win this year's World Cup. My name's Nelson, in the company of Aaron Raj and Daryl Go today, guys. Good to see you on the couch.
Morning.
I tell you what, we're nearing the end of a generally brilliant World Cup, and tomorrow morning, hosts Brazil take on Holland in the playoff for third and fourth placing, guys. Daryl, I mean, many a football fan calls this the loser's game, and Louis van Gaal has been adamant for 10 years now that this game should never be played. So, I mean, would you agree?
Well, I mean, looking through at what Van Gaal said, and I mean, earlier he said that he didn't really care about this game, and then suddenly I think he changed his mind now. He basically wants to give it a go. Basically, it's the last game for Netherlands before it goes on to the Premier League with Manchester United. And we're also looking at the fact that with Brazil, their players were all rated 0 by the El Globo newspaper. Every single player in that 7-1 defeat was rated 0. So there will be something to be proved for this game. I mean, it's not going to be a... No,
I mean, you can't go out with a whimper if you're the host, right? I mean, Aaron, now Van Gaal is also a bit cheesed off that the fixtures have generally been set in favour of Brazil. But come on, they are the hosts. So again, this looks like a bit of sour grapes from Van Gaal.
He's being just a sour grape. I mean, at first he didn't even want to play this game at first, you know, saying it's not necessary to play this game and all that. But now he just, I mean, he wants to leave his mark because he's leaving the Holland team, so he wants to make sure he leaves the team with a win, and that's very important for him. But having said that, you can't blame the Brazilian team for having the games played according to their timing. I mean, it is in Brazil, it's a Brazilian World Cup, it's South American World Cup. So when we have a European World Cup, it'll be European kind of timing, so South American cater to them.
Right, okay. I mean, that being said, I mean, Van Gaal has also acknowledged, Daryl, that you mentioned, that the Oranje have a chance to kind of make history by staying undefeated in this tournament. I think, seeing as they haven't actually lost a match, right?
He's arguing that the 0-0 penalty, when he went to penalty shootouts, was not a defeat for...
and they didn't lose it.
And he would have rather lost 7-1 than basically go to a 0-0 and then lose in a penalty shootout. Well, I don't know about that, man. Nobody wants to lose 7-1. I mean, tell that to the Brazilian fans and players.
I mean, but yeah, so Brazil will be playing for pride, Daryl, and I mean, Holland, like you said, at the end of the day, if you've got to play the match, why not play to win? So, who do you see coming out tops?
Yeah, I would see, we would be looking at Robben and Van Persie to try. Basically, they're 3 goals short of James Rodriguez.
That's quite a lot.
6 goals. So we never know. You never know. It could be basically a blinder of a game here. And I mean, I don't know, what do you think of Brazil? They're putting Fred again.
They're putting Fred again, and I don't know, maybe you might get it clean shave finally. I think Holland's going to do it. But having said that, Brazilian have Thiago Silva coming back, so it's interesting to see. I hope it gets done in 90 minutes. We don't want to see another 120 minutes and penalties. We don't want it to go into that.
Goals as well.
We want to see a bit of goals.
Last 2 matches,
hopefully, the Brazilian strikers will... they haven't scored at all, you know, so hopefully they score something now.
Quick score prediction before the break.
Holland 2-1 probably.
There?
I'll go for like a really fun game, 3-2 to Netherlands.
Wow, you're both going for Holland. I think Brazil might just salvage some face with
they will want to salvage some face.
Do you know why before we go? Basically, I think the whole of Brazil is basically supporting Germany, so they'll be busy. Won't be bothering about this Brazil game.
Neymar says he'll be supporting Argentina.
He wants Messi, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right, okay, so we'll see what happens. Talk to you real soon, as it is time for our customary break on the show. We'll see you real soon with more chat and banter on Football Everyday.
All in or nothing. It's a battle cry. A call to arms. The only way to live. The only way to play. It fuels them into battle. They step onto the field wearing war paint, unleashing speed, energy and control, bearing the marks of those that know there is only one way: hunt or be hunted, fear or be feared, evolve or die. Black or white.
Welcome back to Football Everyday here in the second segment of the show with me, Nelson, Aaron, and Daryl. Alright, our friends will of course be touching on the big final on tomorrow's episode of Football Everyday, but we can't help talking about it as well. So Daryl, Jose Mourinho has said that while Messi is a fantastic player, he's not the greatest in his opinion. So would you agree with that verdict? I mean, is the verdict still out on Messi, Daryl, going to this one? I mean, Argentina's talisman against, you know, the best.
Well, how many did he get like three? Did he kind of get like 3 man of the matches? I mean, throughout this tournament for Argentina. I mean, that says something about him. But he tends to switch off during games, and but then again, you know, when he does something, it's going to matter. So that's why I mean, he's a very important part of Argentina, and he's a legend, Messi.
I mean, Aaron, would you agree with Daryl? I mean, or Mourinho in terms of Messi being not the greatest?
Well, Messi has won almost everything there is to win in football.
World Cup, right?
Yeah, all he needs now is this World Cup, and that adds. I'm sure the whole team and he himself will be mattering so much to him. He'll want to win it definitely.
I mean, Messi aside, speaking of, talismans for Argentina. I mean, Di Maria might be back. They've got Aguero back, and
Mascherano, man.
Mascherano,
he's the heartbeat.
Former Liverpool.
And Higuain has finally scored, so they've got more players to score. I mean, once the players start scoring, then they don't have to depend on Messi alone.
Yeah.
Their last few games was all 1-0 victories, so we hope we don't see another whole defending another 1-0 again in the final.
If it's 1-0 to Argentina, I don't mind. But anyway, for Germany, Daryl, record goal scorer Miroslav Klose will be aiming to not lose his second World Cup final following that 2-0 defeat to Brazil 12 years ago. While Thomas Müller seems really upbeat and optimistic about his team's chances. So, I mean, who has the edge for you?
Well, I mean, Müller definitely has to look at also the top scorer. He probably wants, he's probably eyeing that. And more realistically, he's the one who can actually overtake James Rodriguez here. But I mean, the Germans, I'm not looking at them as individuals. They are really a team.
Yeah.
A team. I mean, they are a solid unit. Yeah, you're right there.
I mean that's right, Aaron. I was going to ask you about Germany. Although Müller will be going for the Golden Boot. I mean, who doesn't want the Golden Boot? But that's the thing with Germany, right? It doesn't matter who scores.
Exactly. You see how they played against Brazil? They just passed the ball to whoever could score. You know, it wasn't for going for pride or glory.
Right. As long as the team scores,
anybody scores,
doesn't matter, right?
They want the result, and you know. That's why we want to see a high-scoring game. We don't want Argentina to just defend and then go win 1-0. We want to see the Germans also attack, which they will do, and hopefully get a high-scoring game.
I mean, but would you agree with Daryl in terms of Germany?
Yeah, they are playing as a unit, you know, definitely. And what's his name? Müller will want to definitely try and get the Golden Boot, and Klose will probably. I mean, now that he's the all-time leading scorer, he'll probably want to add one more goal to his tally to make the record really strong. Don't forget, because Müller has already got, I think, like 10 goals.
Yeah, 10 goals.
10 goals.
So why not sign off on a high,
he'll definitely play another 1 or 2 World Cups.
Yes.
Yeah.
And furthermore, he's still undecided on his international future.
Exactly.
Right? I mean, Daryl, speaking of international futures, Argentina manager Alejandro Sabella has come out and said that he will be stepping down after the final, regardless of this result. So, I mean, what better way to go out? I mean, he's taken Argentina. He's kind of broken the hoodoo that they've not passed the
I mean, it's fantastic.
Finals,
I mean, now we're in the final. This is what better chance basically to actually do it, a third win on Brazilian soil at the Maracana, basically the place to win any sort of World Cup. And I'm looking at the fact that Argentina, you have the jersey on.
Yeah.
I
hope I have it on next week.
They just really, there's something about them. Basically, you really cannot write them off.
I mean, lots of people are saying, it's going to be Germany. Germany going to be too strong.
It's not a fantastic Argentina team.
That's the predictable
thing. Yeah, you see.
Seems like it's the predictable result, right, Aaron?
The bookies will also have their money all on Germany, but you know, it's definitely Argentina. You cannot underestimate them.
Yes,
definitely cannot.
But very quickly, Aaron, who do you think is going to take this one? Because as we know, in '86 it was a Germany-Argentina final. In 1990 again, so the score is kind of tied at 1-1, right? So
1-1.
It's going to be like a rubber set. So who do you think is going to win?
Whoever wins both of them will win it 3 times. You know, so it'll be interesting to see. Actually, 4 for Germany, and it'll be the third one for Argentina. So it'll be very interesting. I just have that feeling Argentina will, because they were hungry. But even the Germans are hungry for it. I really hope you're right. Argentina, the whole thing being South American as well.
I mean, South American or not, you remember Germans have finished third twice in a row for the last 2 World Cups. Basically, they have something going for them.
I mean, look, no disrespect to Germany. Look, if they win it, I think it's really deserved. They do deserve it. It's just that I'm supporting Argentina. I mean, Daryl, do you see goals in this one?
I basically, it's going to be at least 1-1 for 90 minutes, and we'll see where it goes from there. It's not going to be any fireworks.
I hope
there ain't going to be 7-1.
I don't want a 7-1 or anything like that. I don't want it to go into penalties also.
But what if Germany score first? Because you know when Germany score first against Argentina, Argentina kind of fall apart, right?
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So it just happened. We just hope we get a high scoring like 1-1 or 2-2 in 90 minutes. And in extra time, someone scores the winner. If it goes to penalties, it's going to be... Come on, Neuer is
Fingers
amazing,
crossed
man.
for a good final.
Yeah.
If we have to wake up at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Please give us a good final.
Yeah.
Right,
That's all I can ask for.
Totally agree with you guys there. Thanks a lot. I tell you what, our contest is still running even though we've just got another 2 shows to go. But yes, if you still want to win yourself some Adidas Battle Pack footwear worth up to 800 ringgit as well as some dining vouchers courtesy of Sold Out, do send us your most creative video or photo selfies of you taking in the 2014 FIFA World Cup, right? Whether it's in Brazil or Malaysia, do send us your entries to football@thestar.com.my. Also, you can send it via Twitter at switchup.tv. Do, of course, include your full name, IC number, and a contact number so we can get in touch, alright? Pleasure it's been, guys. That wraps up this episode of Football Everyday. Aaron, Daryl, thanks a lot. We'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place. Till then, enjoy your football, and we'll see you soon.
See you soon. See you soon. Please give